So let's get started. How can we change limiting beliefs into the powerful decisions? It's all about saying, I am powerful. It's all about that I am, right? I can do it.
Joining us now is Edyta Satchell, a travel wellness expert. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us.
Well, our next guest has ways to turn that experience into one that can work for you. Edyta Satchell.
On my way to Europe, and my journey starts today.
Edyta Satchell is the founder of Satchell Global Travel Wellness.
Nutrition health coach, also known as America's travel wellness expert.
Yeah, and I've just been talking to her a minute ago, and she looks pretty well indeed. And we'll be talking even about self-empowerment, practicing gratitude, and making powerful decisions. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you very much for having me. Ladies and gentlemen, I spent 20 years in the travel industry. My experience is travel, and many times when I speak at the beauty industry events, and I do it a lot, people are thinking, what the hell is she doing here, right? We want to talk about beauty, we don't want to talk about travel. So, and then after my presentation, people come to me and they say, you know what, oh my God, I didn't know. So I'm going to show you a few new things today that I think you can use in your business. Any Americans here listening? People from the States? Nice. Where are you from? California. I live in Virginia. Originally, I'm from Poland. I hope you can, sort of figure out the accent. If not, okay. But I spent 20 years in corporate America in the United States. All right, so let's talk about innovation, traveler well-being, and sales. And right now you may think, maybe you know what it is, how to do it, but I hope I will show you a few new things today. I like the path, because as we say, go the path that no one else is going right now, right? So it's about creating something new. Like the lady is walking the path that everyone does, so let's go and use the path that no one else is doing today. So let's talk about innovation. What's innovation? That's my personal definition. I spent 20 years in corporate America in the travel industry, where I was working the product management for the largest travel corporations. And I want to tell you, I hope you are recognizing this name. But before I want to talk about this, innovation, like I said, it's my personal definition, to create something that people don't know yet they need, right? Don't know yet they need. And like I said, this gentleman, do you recognize this face? You do, right? What did he do? Who is he? I can hear you. Spices, that's exactly right. Do we recognize this? We do, right? So look at that. Colonel Sanders, at the age of 40, created something. For him it was new. But think about it, he was selling basically food, chicken. Do we need more chicken? No, but he created something totally different. He created the spices. You see that 9 years later, after he started, 11 herbs and spices. That's what was the golden egg, right, for him? At the age of 62, he started his franchise program and so on. Who would have thought, right? There is no, innovation doesn't depend on our age or on our business age. Anyone can be creative, innovative, right? It's not about the experience, it's not about the background. You see, I consider myself being very innovative. Like I said, I hope I will show you something new today. I started in the travel industry. That's my background. And look, today I'm talking about travel in the beauty industry, one of the largest conferences, right, that we have. How can you innovate and grow sales? So let me show you that today. There are a few things I want to show you. We have a couple of videos to play as well. Number one, there are 5 points I want to mention today. Number one, understand the importance of travel and beauty. So I want to start with some stats, with some numbers. I was listening to a presentation yesterday of someone else's, and that person was talking about the beauty business. Beauty business is huge, but I want to show you how big is the travel business. And today it is untapped, okay? Look at that, 15 trillion. The same source, Bloomberg, is talking about the beauty industry. You see the difference? I can tell the difference. Numbers. All right? So I want you, whatever you think today, if there is one thing to take away from this presentation, look at those numbers, how big travel is. Next. Where do people travel to? Where are we going? Where do we travel? What are the most popular destinations? Any guess? Dubai, I like that. I like that. You know what? Dubai is becoming more and more, I would say, fashionable destination. In America, in the States, we recognize Dubai as one of the top trending destinations in the travel industry. Dubai, well, United Arab Emirates are doing more and more promotional activities along with Saudi Arabia. So you guys have a competitor there who is breathing on your neck, I'm telling you. All right, look at those countries. Where do people travel to? Number one is France. And I want you to keep those destinations in mind, because what that means, people are going to those destinations, coming from those destinations, and the gentleman here said Dubai. Look, number 12 is United Arab Emirates, right? I'm from Poland originally. I don't see Poland here in the top 12 yet. Yet, all right? But this is important that you know that. What else? Top 10 destinations for United Arab Emirates consumers. The previous slide was important, but this one is even more. If we are here, this one is even more. What that means is people who live here, they travel to those destinations. Okay? Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Switzerland, Singapore, and so on and so on. Okay? It's a very important slide. Even if you think it's not, it is. All right, number two. I want you to embrace the new definition of traveler well-being. If I ask you, I usually ask, how do you define travel wellness? We all have our personal definitions, right? We all have something in mind when it comes to travel. So I want to show you, I am usually or frequently asked, Edyta, do you organize yoga retreats? I love yoga, don't get me wrong. But I say no, I do not. I do not organize yoga retreats because I do something else. Make the long story short, I make sure that the people who are going to that yoga retreat are healthy and well before, during, and after the yoga retreat. It's super important. The before, the during, and the after travel. Those are key words that you have to remember too. Because those 3 words will change your business. If you implement what I'm talking about today, start thinking about changing what you have, supporting travelers, it will change your business. It will triple your business. All right, next. So I want to introduce you with the new definition of traveler being. Ladies and gentlemen, I gave over 40 TV interviews in America, in the United States, in Dubai, here in United Arab Emirates. I frequently talk about travel wellness. I frequently talk about the new definition of travel wellness. So I'm going to play one of my TV interviews where I am explaining the new definition of traveler wellness, and I'm just curious to think what you think. All right, Let's play it.
It's all about the fact that we need to take care of our health and wellness before, during, and after travel.
So to learn what we can do at each stage of our trip to make sure we're feeling our best, we turn to travel wellness expert Edyta Satchell. Before you travel, let's make health a priority.
We are packing things like multiple face covering masks, hand sanitizers,
And of course, your clothes and toiletries. But when packing your skincare products, she says take into consideration the climate at your destination.
For example, I have an oily skin. When I travel to dry destinations, India or other places, my oily skin will become super dry.
So do some research. Your skin will thank you. And as for what food to eat before you travel, keep it clean.
Definitely avoid anything greasy, anything oily, chips, burgers. This is a huge no-no before your travel.
Next, let's look at what we should do during our trip, especially if we're hopping on a plane.
When you're sitting on the plane, the humidity is super low. It's around 20%. Your skin will become dry. Your body will become dehydrated. You need to drink plenty of water,
And Edyta says eat lots of fruits and veggies,
like cucumbers, tomatoes, fruit like strawberries, watermelon, other fruit and veggies that will hydrate your body from inside out.
and as for booze on the plane,
When we are 35,000 feet above sea level, our body is experiencing something which is called hypoxia, which is a limited ability to absorb oxygen.
which she says can cause one drink to feel like we've drank 2 or 3.
So enjoy your favorite glass of champagne before you fly.
Finally, let's round out our healthy trip with tips for when we get to our destination.
Jet lag happens when we are crossing 2 and more time zones.
So you may be sleepy when you arrive because it's nighttime at home, Edyta says.
Follow the rhythm of the day in the destination. For example, if there is a day, stay up to the end of that day in that destination. Don't go to bed at 1 p.m. Make sure that you hydrate again. Plenty of water, plenty of food and veggies.
And she says lather your skin in lotion.
I personally love the face sheet masks that you can put on.
If you follow these tips, Edyta says,
You will feel absolutely amazing and healthy, energized, super productive, and picture ready always.
now we can be happy and healthy as we jet set by learning some travel wellness tips.
All right. So, what do you think, guys? Doesn't make sense? My question is, does it make sense? Are you able to recognize the potential for the beauty industry when it comes to traveler well-being? Some people are nodding and sort of are in agreement with me. I like that. It's huge, guys. It's for us to be able to support travelers before, during, and after travel. It's about providing them what they need, and I will explain in a second what they need. But I want you to I want you to pause for a second in your head. Ask yourself, what do you need when you travel? How many trips a year do you take? I used to travel in corporate America once a week. Once a week. It's huge. How many beauty products do I need when I travel once a week, before, during, after travel? If you travel once a month, right? Think about that. Those may be 3 different beauty products that your clients may need. Next, understanding the needs of traveler. Number 3, I want you to think about those in 2 different categories: corporate travelers, business travelers. Today, you are all business travelers, aren't you? You are sitting here, you arrive here, you came here. We also have leisure travelers. These are 2 different types. They have different needs. They will need you, they will need different beauty products. They need spa and salons. Remember that. Many of you are selling your products or making your products available through spas, right? Salons, look what they need. If we learn to understand the traveler's needs, we can so easily provide them with the products that they need and sell it without being salesy or sounding salesy, without pushing, because they will ask for more. They will ask for more information. Okay, who is traveling today? Those are the people who always travel. So I want you to ask yourself, are they your clients or target market? They travel. All of you, if you are selling if you are a manufacturer of beauty products, if you are a wholesaler, your clients are travelers because at least people travel at least once a year. And even if they just commute to work every day, they don't go on vacation, they don't travel on business, they also need a different, beauty routine. Next thing. What does it mean to be a healthy traveler? This is the characteristics of traveler. Look at this. Think about yourself. When you look at that, they don't have a beauty routine, which means we need to educate them on that. We need to show them what they need, what products they need to use. I teach them that. I do a lot of training, consulting, and a lot of other demonstrations, webinars, and so on in the travel industry. So I educate them. I tell them how to take care of themselves, what to eat, what not to eat when they travel, but also beauty routines. I show them how to do this stuff, what beauty products to use. I tell them what spa services to book and use when they are before, during, and after travel. Those are 3. Like I said, the key word is before, during, after travel. You see that? All right, next. Doesn't sound like your clients? Target market? Do they come to your salons and they complain and they say, oh my God, I'm so jet lagged, I'm tired, I've been traveling so much? That's a keyword too for you, right? To recognize. All right, how much do you know about your clients? I do a lot of training for spa and salons. And they say, no, Edyta, we don't have travelers. How do you know? Well, I don't know that. So I teach them how to recognize their travelers. And some of the stuff comes from the conversation. Some of the stuff comes from the intake form. All right. So how can we create products for travelers? Number 4, ladies and gentlemen, we all have our beauty bag. When I speak at the travel industry events, I talk about that a lot because many of my travelers, they say, yeah, I do have a beauty bag. Okay, how many times do you change what you have in your beauty bag? And the ladies usually tell me, never. I don't take it out from my suitcase. And I say, oh my, that's a huge no-no. Okay, and I will explain in a second why. But for all of you who are providing selling in the stores and so on, travel sizes, that's amazing. I love it, right? It's great to have it, but it is just the beginning. I want to say, I love the travel size. We all love travel sizes, right? So we don't have to carry too much. But it is not enough. The travel size of your product is not enough. It's an amazing first step because many corporations, companies don't have it. We do. Some of you have. Amazing. I love it. But I just want to let you know that this is an amazing first step because we need to be doing a little bit more than that. Okay, and the same beauty bag for every single trip is not enough. Okay, leisure travelers, corporate travelers. My question to you is, when you look at their needs, what they want, do you sell what they need? Do you offer to them? So if you own spa and salons, if you are providing products, your beauty products, to spa and salons, do you offer what the travelers need? If you are partnering with them, right? With spa and salons. So my question to you is, are your products helping your clients to minimize the impact of air travel? Again, I spent 20 years in the travel industry, traveled every week, and I thought I know how to travel. Trust me when I tell you I did not. You see the airplane, but look how the airplane is impacting you when you travel and your clients as well. You saw the video about the travel wellness, right? The new definition. Look at this. The humidity on the plane is around 20%, but the norm is 60 to 80. It will literally suck you dry. That's what it is. All right? Poor air refreshment, UV rays, air decompression, contamination, noise, luggage radiation, unboiled water. Many of you may actually even think, well, a lot of travelers suffer, they may have sensitive stomachs, right? But they don't know why it's they feel nauseous, they experience diarrhea when they get off the plane, they go to the hotel and so on, and they don't know why. One of the reasons why is because they drink coffee and tea on the plane with water which is never boiled. And trust me when I tell you, I stand in front of the airlines, because I present to airlines, and I tell them that. They just smile because they know water on the plane is never boiled. But we like to drink coffee and tea. Sometimes we are bored on the plane, we have nothing else to do. So keep that in mind, okay? So all of this stuff is happening to us today and impacts our health. Our job in the beauty industry is to support them, is to minimize the negative impact of travel to their body, as we say, mind and spirit as well. In the travel industry, because I also train travel agents, people who book travel for their clients, I ask them, how many of your clients have compromised immune systems? And the answer is, I don't know. And that's the truth, we don't know, and we will never know. But people with compromised immune systems, they have different needs when they travel. Look how huge the opportunity it is for you, for the beauty industry, to support travelers with compromised immune systems. They have totally different needs than, let's say, healthy traveler. People who are cancer survivors, people who just experienced a surgery. My husband is 6'7", which is 2 meters tall, and he has a spine condition. He can't travel very tall with a very bad back. He can't travel. He doesn't travel on business anymore. And, you know, people with different things. The beauty industry, why can't we support people with this kind of type of needs, right? So what do travelers need? If you look at this slide, this is what they need today, right? You know, there are a lot of travelers who travel and they don't use any sun protection on their skin when they are on the plane, spending hours. We are so much closer to the sun, especially if you are sitting by the window. You are even more exposed to UV rays. Look, this is another opportunity for you to sell products to travelers, educate them. You need my product because it's not only the face cream, but it's with the UVA, or just buy my UVA sun protection cream on top of the regular cream that you're buying always from me. You see the opportunity here? It's about knowing, educating your clients what they need. They travel, they all travel. Look at that. How many of you are selling perfume, fragrance? A lot of you, right? It's an amazing market. And I talked to a lot of manufacturers here, and I asked them, do you have air refreshener, like air spray to refresh air? When we travel, the air decompression makes our body doesn't look or feel the way we want it to look and feel. We are puffy, we are swollen, we pass gas. And that's a normal thing. Sometimes people do it more, some people do it less. But that's one of the reasons why we need the air spray for our own sort of, let's say, hygiene, and for people who are around us. But it's another opportunity to do it. So if we're selling fragrance, let's add to our product portfolio something else, and again, double our sales, right? I want to show you one of my TV interviews where I'm talking about a product. I'm just showing one of the products.
Let's welcome Edyta Satchell, America's travel, wellness, and beauty expert. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Leanne. Really appreciate to be here. I'm super excited.
Well, we're excited to have you because this is such a timely thing to talk about right now. So basically, when we are traveling, one big thing we need to remember is kind of create our own in-flight beauty and youthfulness routine. How do we do that?
Oh, that's correct. You see, what it starts, the beauty routine should start before you leave the house, when you are at home. Put the extra layer of cream, put the serum, put things that will help you and keep the hydration. When you are on the plane, I always talk about the fact that we should have an additional extra layer of cream or hydrating masks. So for example, what I do, I use those face masks, because this is actually by company, by the Polish company. I'm from Poland originally, Larens, right? So you put that face covering mask, the face sheet. If that's exactly what I do, that's exactly me with the Larens one, right? What else I do? If I don't like it, I actually, if people don't like to have that, what I recommend to put those under eye patches. Simple thing, what you do, remove it, put it under eyes. Like that. You see this? And you sit it. This is see-through. People will not see it, right? People who sit next to you. So I personally love it. I travel with this. On top of it, you put the face covering mask.
All right, short one. Does it make sense? Do you see the opportunity here to sell to travelers? Double your sell, triple your sell here. The next thing which we need to address today is, remember those slides at the beginning about the destinations? To address the destinations here. All right, do you remember that slide? What's so different in every country that is on the list? And any country, really. There is one common thing. Do you remember this, guys? You see, it's about the climate. The climate. So when you think about that, if Edyta travels to Dubai and spends a week. Do you remember that example, one of the examples from the TV interview when I was talking about the new definition of travel wellness? I was talking about oily skin, because I have oily skin. So I live in Washington, D.C. and area, and I have oily skin. So what do I use? Every time I go to a beauty salon or to a beauty store, the lady or the gentleman tells me, "Oh, miss, your skin is oily." So all the time they give me products to make my skin, to stop, my skin from shining and so on, right? But what's happening with my skin when I travel to a different climate? When I go to India, when I go to a climate like this, a product that I will use, which the job of the product is make my skin dry, and I will use the exactly same product here. It will make my skin even drier. And then think about that. I may not speak the language. I may be in an exotic destination, on a business trip or on vacation. For some ladies to whom the looks is super important because they do need to look amazing for a living. You know what I mean? It's a disaster. So I want you to keep that in mind. We need a different set of products, beauty products, when we travel. And the destination is important. Look, our beauty needs change with aging, right? 10 years ago, I needed something else. Right now, something else. Look how many different client types you have, because, the skin is different. So when I told you about that at the beginning, when we have a beauty bag with travel size, and like we get on the planes, right? Airlines are giving us the beauty bags sometimes if we pay them enough. Of course, the product is always the same, right? But remember, one size doesn't fit all, right? We know this rule, so to speak. We have to keep that in mind. Okay, so the revenue. Remember, I promised to talk about innovation, travel. Now we are going into the revenue, money. How much money can we make? I'm not going to give you the details, but I'm going to show you an example what that may mean to you. Look, this is just we have different points of sales, right, in the beauty industry. Maybe there is more, and I didn't even list it, but one of this is the travel industry, travelers, even partnering with the travel industry, right? How many of you are providing your products to airlines, hotels, cruise lines, right? You are already, in a way, servicing the travel industry. But now we have to think about the real needs of the traveler. All right. So this is just a, let's say, current scenario, simple example. Someone comes to a salon, facial service, let's say $150. I live in America, that's why the currency is US dollars. Sometimes we sell to a client a facial face cream, sometimes we don't, let's say $50, a luxurious line. Most of when I do training at the spa and salon conferences, and when I talk to them, they tell me their retail revenue is below 10%. And you know what? We may be working very hard to create the most amazing beauty products so that our estheticians, beauticians can sell it at the spa, and they just don't know how to do it. You know, it's not about knowing how many ingredients are there and what the ingredients are, but understanding the needs of the client and understanding that they have travelers. And that may be a simple scenario, right? Next, look at that. How much more you can increase the sales if you put, same thing, right? Facial service before travel, $150, after travel, because when your clients, travelers, you know they are travelers, you know because they will tell you if you ask them anytime soon, right? Where are you traveling? Okay, let me prepare you for travel. $150 facial. When are you coming back? Oh, I'm coming back in 2 weeks. Oh, okay, perfect. Do you know that your skin will need rejuvenation after that trip? Because you are changing climates, you are going to a different destination. How will you take care of it? Come back to my salon so I can help you out with this. You see that? It's 100% growth of the service and the, the usage of the beauty products. Next one, look at this. If the beautician esthetician is properly trained on servicing travelers, she will say, look, I know your skin is oily today, and this is the product for you to use at home, but you are traveling to India, very dry climate, different climate. This is the product you need to use in this destination. You see 100% growth? Next one, you tell them, look, that the climate on the plane is different than what you are used to. This is another thing that you should be using, right? It's another opportunity to grow sales. And when you come back home from your trip, 2 weeks in an exotic place, wherever you are going, come back to my salon. We will do the facial, we will do the body, hydration, and you are selling products again. You see that? How much and how quickly actually you can grow sales. Does it make sense? It does. The lady is saying there, it does. All right. Another example, you see the numbers? Simple service, that's what we do today on the left and on the right. How much and how fast it changes. We just need to educate our team. We need to educate our sales team how to sell our products. We need to create the right package to be sold. Do you now, I hope it makes sense when I said the travel size is an amazing beginning for travelers. But this is just the beginning, and we need to take the extra step forward, okay? So this is how me, Edyta, that's how I embarrass myself on the plane. The second one, you see, this is under eye patches, and then I cover with the face covering mask. That's what I do. I always train when is the perfect time to do it when you travel, when do it on the plane. But you know what? I, as a frequent traveler, female executive who has to, travel, I do a lot of presentations, meet with clients, I need to look my best. We know that, right? In the beauty industry, we need to, we want to. It helps us with a lot of things in life too. But that's me embarrassing. Do I care? When I'm on the plane, no one sees me? No, I don't. And that's what I teach my travelers, my traveling clients. Do you care? You should not. Because many people are like, oh my, someone will look at me. So what? I mean, do you know that person? No. So why do you care? All right. Some testimonials, just one. A lot of spa and salons. And again, we are providing service, you guys, right? Meaning when I said we, you are providing, selling your products at spa and salons and stores, beauty stores and so on. Teach them how to do it the right way. And you know what? They just don't know how to sell it. They don't know how to approach it, what to do, and how to talk about that. And, after training that, it's a totally different experience for them. They don't need to sound pushy. They don't need to sound salesy. They don't. As a matter of fact, people come back and they ask for more. All right, so 5 last things as a summary of what we talked about. Understand the importance of travel. Make it a priority when you are working on a new initiative within your company. Embrace the new definition of travel. Travel wellness. Again, we know now that travel wellness is not just about going to the spa once a year, right? Or to a yoga retreat once a year. It's a part of it, of course, but it's not the thing, right? understand travelers' needs. We know we have two different types of traveler. They want something else. Create products for travelers, define them, all right? And the last one, create product based on the destinations. And you can create simple packages, sell it in whatever way you are selling, the way you are distributing it, educate your team, and that's a part of it. All right, thank you.